What's happening, guys? Jason here. Finally hopping on. Man, I miss you guys for real. Like, I love you, and I miss posting. Forgive me for being so long, but yeah, I'm back. My intentions are to keep posting. I gotta make this a priority. So, um, I don't want to make excuses. I know I've said this before, but life's been busy. It's been good, but it's been busy. So, um, yeah, thanks for bearing with me and just understanding, guys. So yeah, anyways, I just want to check in and just share what's been going on, and yeah, yeah. Lately, I've just been thinking about like challenges that life brings us. Whether we're sober or whether we're still battling addiction, still going through whatever it might be. Life is gonna bring us challenges, and being further out now. August will be 4 years now with complete sobriety. Um, you begin to look at sobriety a little differently, as opposed to something like just we're striving so hard to attain. Don't get me wrong, like sobriety is crucial and it is necessary, and like if we're not sober, it's like, man, especially with us people that deal with addiction, and it's like we're not talking about people that have do things with moderation or occasionally, like like we're talking about people like you and me. If you're watching me, you relate, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we have a problem with a substance or multiple substances. There's no self-control here. And anyways, what I'm trying to say is just like getting free and being sober is definitely absolutely crucial and necessary. But apart from that, life's still gonna hit us. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm learning now, longer into my sobriety, is, geez, just how immature I was. Living for the moment, living just to feel good, being weak with my coping, not being able to handle challenges or uh, frustrations, stress, naturally. Just go for the easy way out. Just take a substance, whatever it might be. Ease the pain, feel better, escape, run. Instead of facing these things, because eventually, whatever we're running from is gonna catch up to us, and it's gonna do what it does to us when it does. So, at some point, we gotta turn around and be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done running from you. Enough is enough. And yeah, once we do that, we realize like these things are, man. I just remember like, so many fears and worries and like just the over intimidation of getting free and being sober. Man, it looked impossible. It looked like I didn't know if I'd ever attain sobriety, and if I did, I don't know if I didn't know if it could last. And just I just remember like before breaking free from multiple things, like just how intimidated they were. But really, it's all in our mind. It's seriously all in our mind. And like, I know there's these debates that people have with certain substances like weed or kratom. Like, is kratom addictive? Is weed addictive? Like, anything can be freaking addictive. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to like have these addictive properties like scientifically. Like, there's people that are addicted to Diet Coke, people addicted to Mountain Dew, people addicted to gummy bears or whatever. Like, I've heard the craziest stories of people being addicted to just nonsense. But if you believe in your mind it's addictive, then it is. And so, like, who are we to say like, oh, downplay someone's struggle because you know we're not struggling with it, and I've seen so many people do that with kratom for sure. Is like there's this whole community like preaching kratom like it's this miracle and there's no problems with it, no side effects, it's non-addictive, it's casual like coffee, you know, and it's destroying lives. It was destroying mine. I've seen so many people whose lives are being destroyed, and like, yeah, there's some good things about it. Yeah, there's definitely people who can take it appropriately and who will benefit from it, and that's a good thing. It's definitely better than someone being on heroin or painkillers and just risking OD. You know, now this whole fentanyl thing, like, it's nuts. So there's value to it. I'm not putting it down altogether, but like, I'm just really trying to just make this point. Yeah, that was definitely a tangent, but apparently it was necessary to cover. But yeah, guys, it's just like, I just remember being so overly intimidated by breaking free, and once I got free, and now, you know, almost 4 years, I realized how big of a lie that was, you know. But it's like how, because I remember even before I broke free, I realized that I was believing a lie. I realized, you know what? I'm believing a lie. Like, this isn't true. It isn't true that I need this, but it feels like I do. I don't want to do this, but I keep doing it, you know. And like, I had to really understand and let myself dream and visualize my life without kratom, my life without weed, and really like take that step of faith, you know. Like, tapering is definitely recommended, but sometimes like we don't have time, we don't have the self-control to taper, so cold turkey is the only option. And cold turkey is great, you know. It's sometimes we're gonna endure more withdrawal, more suffering, but it does the job as well as long as we persevere, you know. And I tapered kratom, you know. You might laugh at it, but I tapered all the way down to 10 grams, but I was taking like up to 40, 50 a day at the worst of it. Weed, I actually was doing dabs every day and like just getting completely gone, you know. Like, sometimes I was doing like 15 dabs a day and just getting retarded, really, like, can't even think straight. And so I switched to flower, so I was just switched to smoking, you know, back to the plant, you know. And then from there, you know, trying to just do it at night, you know. And I had some success at that, so I did minimize my use a little bit in both of those examples. But then there's cigarettes, you know. I quit cigarettes cold turkey, and yeah, I think God completely delivered me from that because it was like not too complicated or challenging at all. And like, that's another thing I really feels like in the mind. I know there's physical facts and things that support that nicotine is addictive, but it's more addictive in your mind than anything, just like with anything else, you know. So anyways, my point is, yeah, taper if you can. It's gonna help. If you can't, it's all good. Go cold turkey. I mean, like, make the jump. Now there might be timing, right, to do this. I wish I could say it's always right for everybody to quit whatever they're doing right now. Maybe it is, but I'm personally, just this is my opinion, I don't feel like that's always the right way. I feel like tapering, yes, that's good, but also I feel like there's something to be extracted from the value of suffering, from the value of wanting to quit but not being able to, from trying to quit and not being able to wanting to quit but really not having the maturity to let something go, let whatever it is you're trying to quit go. You know, I remember asking God for years to help me quit weed. Years. I was in this vicious cycle of wanting to quit, trying, couldn't last it even a week or 2 weeks, you know, and I was a slave. I was a slave. Like, I was in bondage. I didn't even want to do it anymore, but I couldn't stop, you know, and I'm crying out to God, wanting to be free, asking Him for His help, and it seems like I wasn't getting help. It seems like He's just not setting me free. You know, I've heard all these stories of God breaking addictions and setting people free, but why wasn't I experiencing that right away? You know, and now in hindsight, I look back and I see that God was teaching me. He was really. I mean, unfortunately, there's so much value to be. I mean, maybe fortunately, there is like so much value to be pulled from suffering, from pain, and there's lessons in character that's developed and personality that blossoms and just that grit and just that it changes us. You know, it changes us having to go through things, and had I just been set free like that, who knows if I would even be making these videos? Would I really even understand the value of being free, of being sober, if it happened so easily? I mean, I think I would, but I don't think I would understand or appreciate it on the level that I do. Like, I will never take for granted my sobriety. I will never forget what it's like to be in bondage. I will never forget the pain, the just insanity of the cycle of wanting to stop but can't stop, and just, you know, sabotaging my life and my success and just spinning my wheels. Like, I know all these feelings, you know, like I've created a lot of destruction and, you know, really like hindered my life, like from these addictions in so many different ways. I'm not going to get into them all, but so but having gone through that, I can become a better person than I could be having not gone through that. You know, I think, you know, those of us who really battle with addictions and conquer them and get through them, we have something that people that haven't had to go through don't have. And it's something special, and it's something that we can use for drive and purpose and just impacting those around us. Even if we don't like really share our story much, like we can just be an impact, be a light, just be a blessing to those around us, just from the person we have become, having pulled through, you know, having discovered who we are as sons and daughters of God, and really understanding like our purpose in life. You know, just being a better human is benefiting those around us, right? Like, y'all know when we're wrapped up in our addiction, it's just about us. You know, like we're selfish. You know, it's all about me, and that's a huge thing that I've noticed is like I don't think about myself as much. Yeah, there's still some selfishness there. There's still, I mean, it's infinite, like constantly, like being clean from the inside out, you know, being refined, being perfected until the day we die. Like, we're going to keep improving, or at least we should, right? So progress is always being made along our journey. So anyways, guys, I just want to like really just touch on those random things and just share like how don't believe the lie of how intimidating it will be to get free, how hard it will be, like how you don't think it's possible, like it's not as hard as you think. That is the truth. The truth is you don't need those things. The truth is you've been called to a higher life than being a slave to any drug, to any substance. And if it's not God's will for you to do that, and you ask for Him to help, He's only gonna help. You know what I mean? It makes absolutely no sense. If God tells you or wants you to not do something, and then you ask him for help, and then he doesn't help you. Like, no, that's not our God. It might not happen in the way or the timing in which we would like, because of whatever reasons. He's teaching us, he's growing us, he's stretching us, he's developing all this value through the struggle. And there's different stories, guys. Not everyone had to struggle or wait as long as I did, but some people are set free in an instant. And whatever the story is, just know that it's inevitable. You will be free. It's inevitable. You will be free in Jesus' name. So I just want you guys to receive that. Keep trying, keep growing, keep, seeking God, keep growing in who he is and who he made you to be and who your identity is. And freedom is inevitable. It's just a result. It's just a problem. So, like it's a formula. You do this, this, and this equals freedom. So don't believe the lies. Don't be over intimidated, guys. Like, take pressure off yourself as well, because like we're operating in God's strength. We're not operating on our own. When I operated on my own, my results were nothing. A couple weeks max, and I was insane. Like just my emotions and yeah. But when I actually like gave it to God, trusted him, like really trusted him, like that's what it took. I operated on his strength, his power, and that was the game changer. That's what pulled me through. So it takes a lot of pressure off, knowing like it's alright if we're weak. We don't have to be strong, because he is. We don't operate on our strength, we operate on his. So anyways, guys, I'll just leave it at that for now. I love you guys. Seriously. Let me know what's on your minds, what's on your hearts. If you guys have questions, comments, anything you want me to, touch on, make a video about, just let me hear it, guys. Anyways, I love you guys. Hang loose. God bless. Peace.